Identified intruder detected. Beginning search. All clear.
Accessing dictionary database. Entry: communism. A form of government in which the state controls everything, and people are denied freedom.
Law-abiding citizens will
As if
not
I'd know
be
what
harmed.
to do if I found something.
Thought as much. Nothing there after all.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Noise down.
That's
Area secure.
Basement.
Loctite.
Kill.
Anchorage will be liberated.
Going up. Second floor.
Nice. Sweet. No way I could pick this.
Proclamation.
Dictionary database. Entry. Democracy. A form of government
Intruder.
in which the leader
Identify
is chosen
yourself.
by vote, and everyone has equal rights.
Going down.
Nothing there after all.
Unwanted.
Basement.
Disreputable, I shouldn't wonder.
The last domino falls here.
Going up. Second floor.
Is the very definition of failure.
Knight?
Excuse me.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
I don't know about Scribner either. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Thank goodness. I've finished restoring Prime's basic programming. But trying to explain to him why he can't walk is testing my patience.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them,
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military, but since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located...
Liberty Prime will be effective.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before Proctor Quinlan is... We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere with...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communication... I suggest you head out there first.
Sure.
Hopefully, by the time you've... Good luck, Knight.
Scribe?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled at...
I'm surprised you've survived over there without my help.
Now that the Prydwen's here, we don't really need you anymore. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, after that you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and...
If I survive, you mean?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside. Good luck, Knight.
Up.
We stop the spread of communism.
There we go. Got it.
The very definition of evil.
Compromised. Engaging.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately.
taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes were...
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes remain stable. Shouldn't take us more than...
Well, Professor, I have to admit,
I appreciate the... We haven't fully... Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time...
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still...
I'm in total agreement with Proctor Ingram.
Sure.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Professor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but...
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute...
I couldn't agree with you more. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Besides. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Prydwen. Elder... And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible. I heard that Elder Ma-
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
I won't do it. Danse deserves a chance to explain himself.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you... Listen, I'm not blind to the fact, but if we're to remain strong, we can find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with... And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. You're dismissed.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below.
I was told you were coming. Sorry about
Thoroughly
this
secure
business
all
with
gear
Danse.
while on the flight deck. Thank you.
What do you know about this?
While I was decrypting, it appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where there's... As I was perusing, a quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight.
Shut up. I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite... I've been poured, as you're well aware. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume you're...
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen! You're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with him...
Of course. My apologies. I believe I have some information that...
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten...
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the... I've stored the data on my
This better not be a waste of my time.
Of course not, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
This way. This way.
Scribe Halen.
This way. This way. This way. This way. This way.
Hey, over here. Move here. Halen?
This way. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, I've known Paladin Danse. He trained me, showed me. He's earned my admiration, my respect. And I don't care what Quinlan's report.
Get to the point.
I'm trying. This is... Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life. That's why I'm asking you, if you're not convinced by what he...
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. It was Listening Post Bravo. An old pre-war U.S. military outpost. It's isolated. Just
Whatever.
be...
Accessing dictionary database. Entry. Democracy. A form of government in which the leader is chosen by vote and everyone has equal rights.
Going down.
Commencing attack on object.
I'm not surprised, Mac.
I don't understand what's going on, Dance.
Believe me. This is more of it. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. If it wasn't for Halen, we would. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even...
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must... I wish Maxson had sent someone else. But that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth. If you disobey your orders, you're not. Synths can't be trusted. Technology...
Sure.
I need to be the...
The empathy that you're showing me?
I appreciate what you're... I'm ready to accept the consequence. Maxson's ordered you to execute me.
No. I won't do it.
I can't believe you'd risk... Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do.
Thank you. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth.
Sure.
Take my holotags. Now, come on.
Hey there.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault.
I'll deal with you in a moment.
Right.
Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of... Dance isn't a man. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving...
Sure.
Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God...
After all I've done for the brother...
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope. Complete... Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of...
Dance wants to save mankind.
How can you trust the word of a machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured? Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
But when I saw my brothers, and when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood,
It's too late for that now. The Institute is foolish. Sure. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders...
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was... Whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you...
After all the sacrifices I...
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Danse saved...
You're a stubborn man. So, allowing Danse to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Danse, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the...
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this... Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if... Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind, the Institute, is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need... I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull...
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her.
Goodbye, Danse.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
If you find any technical doc...
Reporting as ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Danse. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and while the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
I'll send for you if I need you. Promotion was...
Attention. Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
Well, come back when you come.
I still can't believe Dance was really a synth. Goddamn traitor. Charging into a situation, guns blazing.
I have a situation I need to report.
Proceed.
I have a situation I need to report.
Proceed.
There are rumors about some kind of...
It's not enough that we have to... We need confirmation.
That's not my...
It is now. Bring me something.
Captain Kells.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that...
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. Because this mission demands your full... Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small... Our tactical if we strike them now...
Hit them before they hit us?
Precise. Destroying the rail... To that end...
All right. Consider it done.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Now, before you...
Our sources, they're calling it the... They use the robot.
Uh-huh.
If you could use this, I'm certain we could put...
I'll try to get it back here.
Good.
I'm certain you'll do whatever. When you're ready, they'll provide... Ad Victoria.
Uh-huh.
I have another assignment for you, Paladin. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood.
I'll take care of it, Captain.
Thank you, Paladin.
Try and get Pam back in one piece.
Let's do this.
Nice.
Need help here. Shit.
Designation, Liberty Prime. Operational assessment. All systems nominal. Primary directive. War.
Who's there?
Keep him off me!
Standing down. On American soil. Over here. Lethal force. Engaged.
They can't hide
Keep your head down!
Threat neutralized. Detonation pack secured and ready, sir.
Continuity mode enabled. Voice interface is unavailable at this time. Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
Pam.
Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface. Type RJ1.
Out there!
Designation: Liberty Prime. Operational assessment. All systems nominal. Primary direction.
How could you have been so close to Paladin?
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a...
Those sympathizers deserve...
That they did. I'm also pleased you managed... We are having it brought to the Prydwen. It's an amazing piece of pre-war Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on... Congratulations on another successful mission. Ad Victoriam.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
We have squires here in need of good training.
Well, I'm glad.
The interceptor worked.
Amazing.
I can't find it anywhere. I'm sorry.
What? No. No. It has to be there. Volkart. Damn it. The old man always hated... What am I gonna do? Am I stuck like this?
What about the virus?
I don't know.
Then end it now.
I don't think I can. But you, go ahead. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Report, Paladin. Have you dealt with Virgil?
Target eliminated, Captain.
Excellent. Well done, Paladin. For your service, allow me to offer... You've earned my respect, Paladin. Carry on, brother. Advocate.
Attention. Bravo 6-4, report to Armor Bay 2. Bravo 6-4 to Armor Bay 2.
Man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kelly's gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Proctor Ingram?
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance.
If we're gonna defeat the instant...
Spoke? Anyway, we've been feeding him power through the Prydwen's engine. That's why we need...
Blah, blah, blah. Turning out to be quite a grocery list to get that hunk of junk running.
Hey, I was handed a crate full of burned-out spare parts with no blueprints, and I still managed to get the big guy put back together. If we find this last piece, I promise... Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. If the Institute finds out...